Katie, you must get at least 25 points to tie and have a reround or score more to win and come back to my acres. Danny, please begin. Ken! Well, Ken. Just like that. The killers thought they had you, however, you took fate into your own hands. Ken, respectfully, welcome back to Bloodstone Acres.
Ken, what the hell?
Yeah.
So you were murdered, and you had a little bit of a time off, and then suddenly you hear that you can come back. How'd that feel?
I'm terrified, but here we are. It's a really surreal feeling. I thought I was out. I thought it was done for. I for sure thought Danny or Sean or Ben were going to take me out.
So coming back to the game, Ken, do you have any vengeance you want to take out on anybody?
The couple of people that I have suspicions on are also a couple of people that the group, I think, are going for.
Who are those people?
So I think John is one of them, potentially Dan, and for sure one of the brothers. It's either Nick or Zach. I think. I could be totally off, but I'm trying to get a feel. I don't know what I'm going in as yet. So I think that's going to base my decisions.
Speaking of that,
Oh God.
Ken, like I always say, I'm a man of checks and a man of balances. So Ken, I mean, you won the battle back, so why should it be up to me or fate what your identity comes to? So Ken, would you like to come back to the game as a killer or an innocent?
Oh my God. I think I would like to come back as a killer.
You are now a killer. Would you like to know the names of the other players who are killers?
Tell me.
Ken, the other killers are Shelby, Dane, and John.
Whoa.
Ken, we're done for now. I will see you at the snake pit.
See you at the snake pit, baby.
Players, between yourselves, you will decide one person who you wish to banish. But get it right, because at the last snake pit, you did not get it correct. And as I told you, should you get 2 votes in a row wrong, the killers will be able to commit a double murder. Now, I have 2 announcements. Ken, congratulations. I'm joining your players back.
BK.
Since Ken has pulled the Lazarus effect,
Yeah.
he is safe from banishment tonight. Now, before we begin, are there any powers that anyone would like to play? I understand. Players, the floor is yours.
All right. Well, does anyone who hasn't spoken yet at the snake pit want to start or speak? No. Oh, okay. That's right.
Okay, I'll start. Sure. Hello, everyone. My name's Justin. I feel uncomfortable in awkward silence. I'm just gonna say, we've all heard the rumors floating around of the one more clue. Is it one more from the floor? Blah 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 blah. The name that I've been hearing today from that is Shelby. And Shelby, I would love for you to speak up, say any defense that you might have against that. I'm not convinced fully that it's you, but I would love to hear if you have any reason as to why it's not.
I've also heard my name, and I'm trying not to take it personal because I've done a lot of like researching in forums, stuff like that. And I know that people tend to get at minority players a lot earlier than everybody else, and for personal biases. And like when my name was thrown around, I was like immediately thought of that, and I'm trying not to go there, but I don't understand like where it's coming from because like I had nothing to hide. I've always been innocent. I think that's because I'm quiet, but that's just who I am. So I don't know. I don't know any evidence, or what's the point? Like why me?
Is there someone else from the floor that you think it is?
Or is there someone else?
Or is there someone else you think it is?
Or another interpretation of Ashley leaving a note that says one more?
No, that seems like it's somebody from the floor because it's one more. Kind of rhymes.
Sorry.
I mean, that's seriously.
I will say when the killer selection was done, you seemed very like shocked. You're in the headlights right after. Could you explain that reaction?
I don't remember that, but I mean, like if I did, that's just. I mean, like that's nothing. I'm like.
Just initial game reaction. Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
Who else is from the floor?
Yeah, I'm curious if there's another.
Are we unanimous on one more?
I don't like. Yeah. I don't know, but I do feel like it's somebody from the floor. I don't know though.
Okay, raise your hand.
Do we like a floor check? Floor check.
Floor check.
1, 2, 3.
Wait, that's a lot cooler.
So, I also got a note.
Oh!
Whoa. Which I told a few people. Obviously not even told everybody, but now I will. Maybe since we have the floor clue, if those people can keep their hands up for demonstration. Okay, so the clue that I got was 3 on the list back when we had the short list of players. So who was on the short list?
It was me, Ken, Dan.
So the intersectionality here is floor
Yes.
meets short list.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Floor and short list.
maybe since it's confusing, raise your hand if you were on the short list first.
Okay, yeah, raise your hand if you were on the short list.
Okay, I'll raise it.
Keep your hand up if you're on the floor. There we go.
Yeah.
So this is the only like intersection of those, which is also like that's kind of why I think.
Wait, no.
Oh.
Wait, what was the clue again?
Intersection of floor and short list.
One more
Right.
on the list. Short list.
I didn't realize that.
So I would say either of those are very likely candidates for being a killer.
I'm sorry, I just don't trust anything that's been going on right now. So as you can see, I've been like looking hella depressed over here. Just because there's this, I feel like I've been told a lot of different things and just told, go with it, it's fine. But I can tell you from my heart of hearts that I am 100% innocent, whether or not I have proof that it's Shelby. But I've been hurt from this game already, where the person I thought was my closest confidant was a freaking killer. Like I was absolutely in shock, and I feel like if I was a killer, I probably wouldn't act shocked too, because that would probably be even more suspicious. And I'm just rambling, so I'm just gonna shut the F up and just say I know I'm freaking innocent, but do with that what you will. I don't care anymore.
I just think tonight's the night that we can't miss.
That's why.
We absolutely, yeah, we have to. I don't have enough on the back to make that right now. Like that's.
Well, both hints do apply to Rebecca and.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I like. What the fuck? Where do we?
Are there any other names we want to throw into the ring?
I mean, I'm honestly based off those 2 clues. I feel like we shouldn't even go that far until later because we're gonna be wasting time.
So you think only between those 2 we should be voting?
I feel like we should really. We can have a discussion towards the end, but if I'm being honest, we really should focus our time on this.
I think if we've got more to talk about, we shouldn't just stop.
Yeah, I mean, you're right.
We have 6 hours of information we didn't have.
That's real.
True.
You know, if there's more things that happen,
The floor is yours.
No, I mean, honestly, we've got a 50-50 chance if that this theory is completely accurate. We also have a 50-50 chance if we turn it back on Ken, was either one or the other. And so if we just want to do numbers, it's gonna be a bunch.
Well, I mean, my clue was 3 are on the list, so there were other people on the list that weren't on the floor. I think combining the 2 is smart, but we could also look at the other people who were on the
suggestion that
list.
Dan was a killer.
It's
Was
a
also
great point that if maybe it's one more killer, maybe it's one more anything. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Can I ever wait? If that was
hang on one second to conflate those 2 Yeah, it might be right, but it might not be right at all. So maybe it is just 3 on the list.
I also did get another note.
You got two notes. You got 2 notes?
That's
Oh my god!
No, he's bringing it up. He's
Letting
bringing it up. Let's hear it.
the other note simply said Murphy, which to me just feels like a red herring.
That's in your
Anyone
dog.
have a dog? Oh.
Look, obviously Murphy's not playing. So my theory is there are 2 people that could leave hints, which would be Ashley and Daniel, because they got banished. Obviously, Ashley was a killer, so she would know who they are, and would be the one more likely to be able to give me any sort of hint on those. So I believe the 3 on the list came from Ashley, and then Daniel, unfortunately, was innocent. Might be, but he would have no idea. So I feel like he just wrote BS Murphy. So I would just focus on one hint.
I'm gonna bring up a new name. So in a matter of 1 hour, I had information brought to me about a fellow player of mine that I know is innocent for a fact. And I had only 2 people bring up this one innocent to me. And one of them we are suspecting as a killer, but the other person that brought this up to me was John. And it was just very all in the same kind of moment. So I feel like also, John, you're my guy.
I got
Yes, it's a game.
for sure.
Yesterday, I felt as though you were very helpful, like especially with me, because like we all know, like I'm riding for the innocents.
Yep.
And I feel like usually when people come up to me, they're asking for my opinion on like, a suspect or like what's going on or whatever. And I feel like today you were just more interested on like where my head was at, because I obviously am really big on innocence. So we are nailing down the game. And I also, feel like you were a lot chattier with like a lot of different people. So I could be wrong, but I just think it was a coincidence that 2 people at the same time brought up a name. So we should talk to John a little bit too and pick his head.
Who was it? Isn't? Yeah.
Tim was the innocent that was brought up, but I know Tim is innocent. So I just.
Well, I guess John, maybe just say why you think Jeff is a killer.
No, he didn't say he was a killer.
So I never stated to her, you were chatting, having a few conversations, but she asked if her name was ever brought up in any conversations. And I said, yes, it has. Tim brought up her name in a conversation. I was like, Tim said that she had been bouncing around from group to group pretty quick. And after that, I said, it wasn't malicious. It didn't mean that he was going mean at it.
Correct.
He just noticed that aspect. He wasn't going at it as she's a killer.
Facts. Definitely not.
And
I
that's,
just
that's
think.
all
Right.
I was going at. But
I
also,
just find it weird that one person's name was brought to me that's so, in my opinion, so random. So I also feel like it's a great skill for killers to want to get one of the, stronger competitors from the innocent teams on their side a little bit. So I just think it was a little bit, maybe a coincidence, maybe not.
Where I only go with
But
it is you asked me if
See-
anybody brought up. And I was like, that's what I
See,
had.
I remember
That's what I had.
that you were like, let's chat.
Yeah.
So I went with you.
Because
and you
originally-
asked me if I had a radar. And I said to you, honestly, after Ashley, I have no idea. And then I said, what have you heard? And you said, Tim brought you up talking about the bouncing around. And I actually confronted Tim about that.
I don't think that's correct. You asked it. Your name has been brought
Either
up.
way, if my name's
Conversation.
brought
That's-
up or if
that's
whatever, if my name was
That's-
brought up, we can go with that story. Definitely. Either way, I confronted Tim and Tim told me all he said was, if I'm correct, that I was going around actually trying to figure out who the traitors were, just like I have been from day one. I just don't know if coincidences are a thing in this game. We have one chance or else we get double murdered.
Yeah.
So I don't think Rebecca is a killer, guys.
I do not think she is either.
I think unanimously, the two names that I have heard the most, it is either between John or Shelby.
Were they on the list? The three on the list?
John and Shelby were both on the list with myself.
Lights, please write the name of the player you wish to banish. Lights, the time for banishing another player. Let me go. Shall remind you if the next person banished happens to be an innocent, well, the killers will get to double murder tonight. So get it right, folks. For your help, stand by. Ken, who have you chose to vote for and why?
My vote goes to John. There was a couple of sketchy things that I had observed, and I just wasn't sure, and you've been a little quiet, and you also done a little bit of random things out there, so I wasn't sure, but yeah.
Shelby, I have voted for you. I think you are amazing and an incredible woman. I just can't shake the two notes that have come, and unfortunately you're at the intersection of that. But I adore you.
My vote is for you, Shelby.
John!
I voted Sam. The thing is, I don't think that's correct. In the aspect of, because you did get a killer right away.
Unfortunately, I voted for Shelby.
So I had to vote for you, Shelby. You know I absolutely adore you. If you are not a killer, I'm going to regret it. But I do feel like you would be so good at it.
Dan!
I think it is unfortunate that we're relying on notes and not our own ability to evaluate one another's gameplay to determine who the killers are. So unfortunately, based on our discussion going that way, I need to throw away a vote and Rachel just to be safe. Easiest, most innocent place in the world.
Great!
So I decided to vote for John.
I've been going with the group and talking with people, and I guess we just have the most facts on Shelby, which makes me sad. Sorry.
Dan.
I feel like I had moments, specifically today, with all three of you. But I also feel like I had a rough afternoon because I feel like I should have spoken up more about the note this afternoon and not let that go and go with the majority of all that. So because of that, I have to go on the nose. I had to vote for Shelby. I'm so sorry.
Shelby.
I voted for John because if it's between you and not me, I know that I'm 100% innocent, and so it's not me.
The person I voted for is not someone I planned to vote on all day long. But I also have to observe that when people work so hard at something and state things are facts when you know they just can't be knowable facts at this point, it feels like energy that might be a little too aggressive to be sincere in the game. And I voted for Sandy.
It's okay, girlfriend. I came here a little bit tipsy. With like literally no idea what was going on. I have heard a lot of names tonight. I was following like a thought, and I was into it, and then it just seemed to diverge a little bit. I have so much respect and love for this person. It seemed a little bit random. Maybe I'm just too drunk, but I voted Zan. I think you're wonderful. It seemed a little random. That's it. We're here to play a game, baby.
Unfortunately, I voted you, Shelby, tonight.
We got 2 hints from a killer that was bitter, and both of them related to a floor person from a short list, so it's a toss-up between 2 people. If we pick one, we know who the other one is. The numbers were going towards Shelby, so if it's wrong, we at least know the other.
Rebecca.
So, I will say that I was kind of shocked when hearing the second note then it makes certain things click, it's Shelby is how it feels. And I will be very sad if I'm wrong. But I know it's not me. So Shelby.
So written as it is done. Shelby, you have received the most votes with 9 votes, and officially you are banished from Bloodstone Acres, and you are now an outlaw. But before you go, Shelby, please stand in the center of my snake pit and reveal your true identity.
I'm really disappointed because I thought that I was open, honest, and truthful, and I just feel like that wasn't good enough. But I will tell you that this is the hardest thing I've ever had to do since the SATs. So congratulations.
No double. My entire life. No double.
God damn it.
Just eyes are open.
Players, sit back down! Players, please sit back down!
Shelby, I'm so sorry. You sure didn't look pretty with the rest of the outlaws and ghosts. Congratulations, folks. Y'all have avoided giving the killers a chance at a double warning finding their second killer. However, I like the snake pit right now.
Shut the fuck up.
But
A double B?
I don't like to repeat myself, so I do like to change things up just a bit. So now, I would like y'all together to vote on the player you wish to give a shield to. Who is the player you trust the most? Who is the player you think needs a shield from tonight's movie?
For your consideration.
My liege.
Y'all will have 2 minutes to discuss.
Can I just say, I feel like I was tested so much today, and I brought so much information to the table, and I feel like I will wake up dead if I don't have this shield. And I mean that wholeheartedly. I feel like because I didn't cross over, I'm no good to them anymore. They don't need me. And I feel like if anyone is innocent here, I feel like I've proven it. I feel like I'm the safest person in this room. I genuinely mean that.
You got my vote. What was the stipulation with the crossover? If you did or if you didn't, if you did do it with the
So if
thing.
I completed the challenge where I put my ring on Sam's bottle, I succeeded. My option then was to either cross sides and become a killer.
Got it.
But
I
I
think
didn't.
the challenge itself makes me not know which way to trust that situation, though.
What do you mean?
Because it could go either way. Like maybe you had to do that in order to become a killer.
Either way, you had to do the
or-
challenge.
So I want to give my vote to. I want to give my vote to someone else who
I'd
I'm
like to
like
give it to
sure is
Sophie
100%
because she's
innocent.
been way outspoken.
100% innocent.
Well, just because of that story, I don't know which way to judge it, I guess.
1 minute.
I'd like to give it to Sophie because she's super outspoken, and I feel like she's gonna be the killer because she's the most obvious. She's been pointing every single killer out.
I would.
Or you, Nick, to be honest.
I would say I'm probably on some hit lists because I revealed a note that said literally 3 of the killers are on that murder list.
Nick has
That
given us a
being
lot of
said-
information.
That being said, I won't request a shield because if I do take a hit for the team and I die, that kind of confirms that note. So
you're shielded by default?
I mean, I would love to have a shield, but I do think as an innocent tribe, we would get a lot of info.
Okay, can I say one thing? Can I say one thing?
Please write the name of the player you wish to award a shield to tonight's murder. Rebecca, who do you choose to say and why?
Honestly, I have no idea, but after the note of the 3 people, I was kind of thinking who's on that list and also who has made really compelling arguments to me throughout just the time here, so I said Sandy.
I've elected to give a shield or a vote for Zach for a shield.
Zach.
This guy's been my ride or die since day one, and he also like brought us all this extra information which he didn't have to divulge, but really helped us out. So I'm gonna have to go with him.
This was the person that swayed me the most and who I felt was most honest, so I said Nick.
Coming from me, this is funny, but I feel in my core that Rachel's innocent.
I feel like I grilled you a little bit with that question unintentionally, and I completely was on your side with your response. I also went with Rachel. And you said you were good.
I love players that actually play a game and strategize. 'Cause that's what we came to do. I think that this person will execute all the strategy and hints that need to be done. So I trust in Nick for shield.
Bree.
I really only got one true loyalty. I'm trusting Xanthi with the shield.
Damn.
How is it so confusing to anyone that Rachel is an innocent is beyond me, but just in case. Which one?
Lucas.
Okay, so I've had many conversations with you, Rachel, and I mean, obviously, it's a no-brainer for me.
Show me to me, Rachel.
John.
I voted Rachel because she wasn't afraid to ask.
I'm voting for 10.
Justin.
Nick, I think the killers would be crazy to kill you tonight and put all the confirmation on themselves. Xanthi, I truly believe the killers will never kill you. Rachel, get your shield, girl. I give it to you.
I can't see this, but that is excusing a thief. But only because I just don't see why the killers would kill Rachel.
Rachel, with 7 votes, you have received a shield from tonight's murder. And with that being said, I will see you right here, because Rachel, do me a favor and step into my snake pit. Rachel, as such, your fellow players have decided that you are the most deserving of the shield. So that being said, why would they think you're not the most deserving to decide the single player who you think needs to be banished?
What the fuck?
Rachel, you have 2 minutes to sit with your own thoughts. Should you not come to a conclusion, you will be banished. Before Rachel makes her decision, I want to ask again, are there any powers that anybody wishes to use?
I would like to play a power, please.
Zach, please step into my snake pit and decide how you like to.
Oh shit, plot twist.
I did kind of try to throw Rachel under the bus there for the vote, so I'm going to go ahead and play my banishment shield so that I am not selected for this.
Thank you, Zach.
Burning the shield so
Rachel, not only have the players before you decided to vote you as the most innocent player, but now you get to change the vote on one of them. Rachel, you have the sole vote of who to banish next. Rachel, please tell me who will be the next outlaw of Bloodstone Acres and why.
This is really hard. My thought process the past 2 minutes has, and I'm just gonna say it, I have no choice, but my thought process the past 2 minutes has been